In today's video, I'm just going to recreate one of the trade setups that we found today, and it was in PFE and it was on a weekly chart. So one of the things I always do is run all the Fibonacci price relationships. I like to start with the symmetry projections, and this is part of what we found here. We're measuring the prior larger declines and then projecting those from the recent high and finding some support right in here. Actually, this one, yeah, that one we don't really need. I'm also going to check this more recent one. That one we're through, so forget about that one. At this point, the only other types of projections we can do is we can compare, some of these swings in the same direction. We can do this full swing. That would come in a bit lower. We can do some of these internal swings. Yeah, that comes in a little bit lower too. And then look at the retracements of some of these prior swings and see if anything happens to overlap. Okay, nothing with that swing. We do have a 50% that does overlap with that low to high swing. Let's try a couple more. Low to high. Okay, and there's a 618 that now also overlaps. So you can see where, some of these price relationships are coming together and starting to cluster just a little bit, but we're not done yet. There's more to look at as far as, let's see, I do want to check the extensions of some of these prior swings. So low to high, you're slightly through the 1618, so I'm going to get rid of that one. Also another low to high swing. Okay, you can see there's a 1272 extension in there, and then one more low to high swing, and there's also a 1618 extension of that swing. So now you can see where there's a cluster of support. It focuses around the 3815 to 3850, looks like 52, yep, 3852 area. It includes two extensions, and it looks like at least two retracements, and then a couple of symmetry projections. So bottom line, that identifies a key support decision. We did already bounce off of this. There were at least some short-term signals off of it. I just want you to know though that this would be considered a counter trend trade if you're going to look at it. But the good news is that we have definition of risk, and that definition of risk would be, well, at least the max def would be underneath the 3815 area, which is the low end of the zone. And the other definition of risk could be that you just define it underneath the low that's made prior to your buy signal. So this is one that I'm going to be watching pretty carefully next week. Everybody have a nice long weekend, and I'll see you then.